One of the biggest things holding businesses back from utilizing Reels in their strategy is that it just takes too much time. So I'm going to be sharing a process for creating strategic Reels that's going to take less than 10 minutes. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the 5-step process for creating your Instagram Reels, starting with your ideas and then publishing them on Instagram. And be sure to stick around to the end where I'm going to be sharing my favorite formula for creating Reels. The first step you want to do is figure out what your content idea is going to be for your Reel. The first part of this is figuring out the style of your video. So I'm going to break down what those 3 styles are, but if you want to learn more about the categories of Reels that you can be creating, be sure to check out the video in the description where I break down entertaining, educating, and inspiring Reels. Music and trends are the very easy style that you can implement because there's already a built-out outline in that type of audio that you can utilize for your brand. And another style video you can utilize is using your voiceover or by talking to camera. And the last style of video is actually demonstrating something or filming something using a bunch of different clips or B-roll. When it comes to generating content ideas for your Instagram Reels, there's really 2 ways that I like to do it. The first is tapping into what are my current customers and clients wanting to know more about? What type of questions and ideas do my Instagram followers really have in the comment sections? I also am really wanting to stay on top of any trends that are happening on the Reels platform. When you're scrolling through the Reels channel or you see a creator using music that you want to use, just tap the music or the original audio and then you'll be able to either save it for later or you can use the audio right in the moment. And in your Reels editor, when you tap the audio or music button, you'll actually see a saved button that's gonna have all your saved sounds ready for you. Step number 2 is the most important step in your Reels creation process. And this is where you're going to be outlining or scripting your videos. This is really going to help you know what to say and what to film versus thinking on the spot. You really wanna consider the medium of Instagram Reels. They're really short form looping videos and you wanna grab their attention. So make sure that you have a very strong hook. You really want to give people a reason why they should continue watching. So I'm going to do that for you right now. So I'm going to say I'm giving 3 tips on using Reels. And then I want to break down what are the main points that I'm going to be covering in my video. And this could be text that's showing up. This could be different clips that I'm shooting. This could even be a screen share that I'm filming. So I'm going to break down tip 1, tip 2, and then tip 3. So I really know exactly what I'm saying in my outline. Now that I have the main part of my video outlined, I also want to think of, are there any props that I want? Am I doing any transitions? Or do I need to get any specific clips or screen shares when creating my video? This is also a really great place to outline what style of video that you're doing. So if I know that I'm using a specific audio, I'm going to reference that here. Or if I know that it's going to be a voiceover or a talking video, I'll really let myself know. So when I'm filming, I know where to go. This might seem super simple, but it's really going to be helpful, especially when you're batching videos or filming more than one video at a time. After you figure out the style you want your content ideas to be in, you then want to figure out how you're actually going to film your content. And I'm going to be showing you how to use the native Reels editor, but another option is actually just filming the clips on your phone and editing in a third-party app. InShot is one of my favorites. So I want to give you some tips for helping your video quality just a little bit, even if you're just filming on your phone. So the first thing is lighting. You want to have really great lighting, and of course you can use a ring light, but I often find that a window with really great natural light is perfect for just creating Reels. And for that lighting source, make sure that you're being front lit and that the light source isn't coming from the back of you. You're just gonna look like a shadow that way. Then you want to figure out what type of tool you want to use to prop up your phone. I personally love to use this phone stand, or you can also use a tripod or a gimbal, especially if you're getting moving clips. One important thing you want to consider when filming your videos is that you want to make sure your subject or your most important information is in the center of your reel. This is going to ensure that whether it's shared in the feed or on the Reels channel, that none of the important information is cut off. Have your phone handy because I'm going to be showing you literally the process I use for creating all of my Reels. So to create a new Reel, press the plus sign and then go to Reel. And this is going to open up the native editor so you can start to film your clip. clips. So there's two ways that you can film. The first is by selecting the timer option. And so you can set a 3 or 10-second countdown. This is really great for hands-free filming. Another option is just by pressing the actual center button, holding it down just like you would on Instagram stories. And as you can see from this little progress bar, I am now filming my Instagram reel. So now let's film that reel that we just outlined. So first of all, I'm going to set a 3-second timer. I'm going to drag it so this reel is only 15 seconds so I can make sure and just give all the value. Set the timer, set back, and because I'm doing a voiceover, I'm just going to film me mentioning where I know the text is going to be. So I'm going to press that back button, and that's where I'm gonna be able to see the clip that I filmed. And of course I could delete it if I wanna refilm it, or I can press the scissors icon. So I'm gonna drag the beginning here so it starts when I mention the title, and then I'm gonna trim off the back where I'm stopping the video. I'm gonna press trim to finalize the video, and then done. And if I wanted to grab any clips from my camera roll, I would just tap the bottom camera roll option, and then I'm going to see my camera roll clips that I can just easily add into my video and trim just the same way I would any clips that I'm filming internally in the app. And then I can just tap add, and I've instantly added it to my video. So if I go to that back button, I can actually see both of my clips, and I can easily delete this one if I don't want to use it for this video. Another feature that you can utilize is by pressing that number, you're actually going to see how you can speed up or slow down your video clips. And then by pressing the sparkly icon right here, that's where you're going to see all of your AR filters, which are filters you can add to your videos just like on Instagram stories. So by tapping one, I then can add it to my video and then film each clip with it and utilize all the AR filters just like normal. So now let's get into the editing phase, which we're gonna hop right back into Reels to do. So now I'm gonna tap preview, and this is where I'm going to get into the final stages of editing my reel. So the main options you're gonna wanna use is the mixing functionality. So this is if you want to change how loud the volume is for your own audio, or if you happen to add on music or original audios that you've saved. So I'm going to add in a song, and by dragging the bottom, you can actually change what part of the song you want to show. And I'm just going to press done. And as you can now see, I can now mix both tracks. So if I want my audio to be really quiet and I want the music to be louder, this is exactly how you do that. Now you're going to tap the microphone, which is where you're going to film a voiceover. So let's actually record this voiceover. Tips for Instagram Reels: add text to your videos, have a strong hook, and outline your videos. So now I'm gonna add text to this video, and I'm actually going to reference my outline and just copy the text from there. And I'm gonna paste it in for each section of text. And just like on Instagram stories, you can change the color of and add a background to the text that you're adding. And I add them in all at the same time, and then I change the duration later. You're gonna do this by dragging the front and back ends of each text section to then change when it's starting and stopping. I like to reference where I'm pointing on the video so I know when I want my text to start or when I want it to stop or disappear. And then you're gonna tap share to, which is gonna take you to the final page. So by tapping the cover option, this is where you're gonna be able to choose a screen grab from the actual video or to upload your own graphic or photo that you wanna utilize as your cover. And once you've decided which cover you want, you'll actually have the option to crop how it's gonna be viewed on your feed. This is where you're gonna be able to adjust the grid preview to ensure that it matches your grid and nothing important is being cropped. Then you're gonna wanna write your caption and toggle also share to feed, because this is how you're going to get more reach and make sure it's on the feed and your grid. And then you're going to have the option to publish it in the moment or save your draft for later. Warning, do not rely on the Reels drafts, because if your phone updates or if you reinstall the app, all of your drafts will disappear. That's why I personally like to film on my phone. This will make sure that I have it saved on my phone and I don't have to worry about my Reels drafts disappearing. Now we're gonna gonna get into the final stage, which is optimizing your reel for posting. I'm gonna be diving into actually how to write that caption and make sure you're choosing a strategic cover photo for your grid. One of my best tips for writing your caption is actually to reference that outline again and use some of the main points when writing out your copy. So I found that there's two main types of captions, and there's not a right or wrong way. It might depend on your brand voice, or it might just depend on the video that you're posting. Short captions really work well with a video that you kind of get the full picture just by watching it. This is really great for those more entertaining, snappy, and off the cusp type of reels. Longer captions are really good for adding even more value to videos that might just grab the viewer's attention, but the caption is really where you're serving them well. And if you feel like you couldn't fit everything into your reel, captions are a really great place for putting any information you couldn't fit into the actual video. Now let's choose your cover photo. And you can absolutely choose a screen grab just like what I showed you in the tutorial, but it's really great to consider what your grid really looks like and how you can choose a cover photo that's going to match it very well. So I'm gonna give you three main options, and it really just depends on your brand and what you're already doing on Instagram. The first option is to actually take a self-timer photo while you're filming, to edit it using any filters or presets that you're already using for your photo content, and just add in a quick title. It has that kind of imperfect look that's really performing well on Instagram right now, but it is just a little bit more polished than just choosing a screen grab. And then you also have the option of creating a graphic that you can add text to, use your brand colors, and really make it branded and curated, especially if you tend to use graphics in your Instagram content strategy. And the last option is choosing a photo. And this is really great if you're already using high quality professional photos on your grid and you feel like going the graphic route just isn't going to blend in well. Whatever type of cover photo option that you choose, you want to focus on a title, because this is going to help people discover which reel they need to see depending on the questions that they have when they're discovering your content. When figuring out what you want that title to be, I love to use my really strong hook from my video or referencing that first line that you kind of mapped out with your outline. And if you're batching your videos, you want to be sure that you're drafting or storing them properly, because we're not storing them inside Instagram Reels. So I like to create folders where I'm keeping all of my Reels drafts that are ready to post, or you can go the route of using a third-party scheduling app and have a push notification. This isn't a formal way of scheduling Reels, but it's a really great option if you're already automating your content. The final step is publishing your Reels, doing a little happy dance, and make sure that you share it to Instagram stories to get more views and engagement on your reel. Now onto the bonus, where I'm gonna be sharing my formula of threes. And this is a process for outlining your videos and filming your videos in a really streamlined way that's gonna make them easy to digest, but also easier to film. Essentially what the formula of threes is that structuring your video in three main parts are by offering three main takeaways. This is perfect for short form video because they can get a lot of value, but you're not overstuffing the content. So you can do this in two ways. It can be by structuring your video into three main parts: an introduction, a middle, and a conclusion, or giving 3 tips, 3 hacks, 3 poses, literally anything in threes. This is a great prompt to use when outlining any reel topic that you might have, and this really works for any brand. Instagram Reels are just one part of your entire Instagram content strategy. So if you want to learn more about how to use Instagram holistically and use the other types of videos, be sure to watch it in this playlist or check out this video that you'll also really like.